That's what I'd imagine it to be. Yeah.
Oh my God. All right, let me really quickly. So I found out that there's this website called Penacon. Okay. And Kyle needs to sign up for this. Listen, so I'll send it to you. It is literally prison Tinder.
What?
And what I have found is that this is one of the most enjoyable things that I can do on stream. I will go on stream.
Reading and non-consensual sex.
No.
What?
You go in and you read their bio. Here's the random. You read their bio, and then you see their sentence date, and then you guess what they're in for. And almost every time, you're so wrong. But
Oh my God, this is perfect.
we found some gems. I need to be able to find one. I can't. But yeah, this is. I was like, Kyle needs to sign up for this.
Check out this featured dude with the tattoos all over his neck and head. I'm worried that if I show these people, like,
I've already shown them. I promise they're gonna kill me first. I've made fun of them all.
That's not where I'm headed. Like, is
okay.
like YouTube gonna get mad or something? Do they have some right to privacy when they're on?
So here's how it works. You're allowed to. I mean, it shows the full name, which is a little bit bad. But
okay, well, how about we just read off? How about I just read my favorite profile, but I'm going to link it to you, and that way.
So also really quickly, if they do not like you having it there, they can report it, and then you get a notification that you need to blur it, and that's all.
Yeah.
So you
But
just have to blur it.
Blurring in post is a freaking nightmare on a 4-hour video.
Only
Just
if it
share
gets
it.
reported.
Yeah.
look, don't. All you need to share is the bio, and I can tell you what he's in for, his release date, and then I can also give you the background story of this dude because this is nuts.
Okay.
Yeah,
All
give
right,
it to us.
Oh, okay. He found his first one already.
This is my favorite one on the website after 6 hours of going through this.
You did this for 6 hours.
Yes.
I
it
can't
is
even
that
judge.
good.
This is totally. If I did Twitch, this is
only
something
6
I would
hours?
do.
This is
2
great.
hours every day. So somebody read you.
I'll take it on. Are you guys ready?
Go for it.
Yeah.
My cousin, she is almost like a sister, and we grew up together and she babysat me, posted my profile for me. So these are her words in the third person to describe me. Eric is a very kind soul who is serving a life sentence for murder. Well, okay. He is the least likely person that I would ever believe would kill everyone, not even an animal or a spider. Coincidentally, his nickname is Spider. He's 43 years old, but genuinely much younger in spirit than that. I used to believe that Eric, with his long hair, resembled Jesus Christ, and his gentle personality actually made me feel as if he were a real-life, current-day Jesus Christ walking this earth. Ironically, I don't think for a minute that he is religious. He is very skeptical about life and God or gods right now and views the world more simply. He doesn't want anyone to preach to him or try to tell him about how they are witnesses to the Holy Spirit. Please be real to Eric, and he will be as real as they come. He is serving a life sentence, so don't be fooled into believing that you may have a future with him. This is solely for friendship. If you'd like to come visit, I'm sure he won't object. He doesn't appreciate false hopes or imagining a future that will never be. He has tattoos all his body, and he is a natural artist and very inventive.
Okay, so already off the cut, when I was reading this, I was like, "There's no way this dude didn't write this himself, right?" Like this.
He looks
is him
pretty
writing
sweet
it.
in the picture.
Yeah, he does. So he's
But look at
serving
the
a
other
life
picture at the
sentence
bottom.
for murder. Do you want to know? So what he is in for is he stabbed his girlfriend with a 3-foot katana, and then sliced her up, and then ran over her dead body or her body as she tried to run away with her truck, and then ran over her friend who was also in the room.
Oh,
Wait.
Couldn't hurt a fly.
He's
Modern day Jesus Christ, but in for literally just murdered the guy. Now this guy was like one of the rare like life sentences, but there's people like this all over that are like doing weird like Tumblr-esque blog like growl lol haha I'm a Leo rar kisses your hand and then they're in there for like literally like raping a minor and you're like what the fuck.
Mr. Jensen was caught with 7 toddlers in his basement, all chained together. It's like what? And he's got like smiley faces on.
It is. It's so weird. So yeah, that Kyle should sign up for this. You have to give your sentencing info, and then you can get like sugar daddies through there through.
He's got to act fast because this is not a long sentence.
I know. Hey, there's people in there that get out in like 2-3 weeks that I've seen from the date that I've been reading it. So
that's
great.
Really funny. I'm gonna
great
keep looking
website.
I'm gonna find more of these.
Oh yeah,
this
there's
one,
another one on that page.
I've just started looking at it. He looks like that picture they circulated of Trayvon Martin, like the angelic
Because
young.
he's black. Are you kidding me?
Because he's like 12 in this picture.
He does look so he's born in wait, he's 2 days younger than me. March 18th.
Not in that picture.
93? No, not in that picture.
That picture
But
is
what I'm
his
saying-
7th grade graduation picture right there.
Yeah, so why'd he use it? But this guy he's all right, so he gets out in 2021, which is in 2 years. If you want to play the game, my guess here is that he said, man, his bio is sad. My guess is he was either in for like theft or I guess possession with intent to sell.
You're doing pretty good here. Smart young man converted to Islam to find deeper meaning of my life and choices that got me here. Rough childhood, including physical and sexual abuse. Been in prison since I was 18, looking to talk about a plan for when I get out. How to be a man, how to adjust to my depression and the world, and how to be an adult. Wow.
So coming from a Dutch person here, I look at this guy and I go, he had a rough childhood. He's been in prison for 8 years already, right? Since 2011.
Family doesn't make the time to talk to him.
A total of 10 years. Like, if something, like, I don't know what he did. I mean, can we find out?
Yes, we
Robbery.
can. So he went in for robbery. Now, what I
Robbery?
wish I had, Now I wish I had my chat here, because usually they're really good at looking through all the police documents and finding his court case and seeing what he's in for. But I swear to God, we've had people like this, and you look through and it's like they brutally this one's just robbery. But they robbed like four. If he's in for 8 years, 9 years now afterwards, like it's probably not a basic robbery. It's probably like
He didn't just grab the pearls off some lady's neck and make a run for it.
no, and it's hard to get it. Like his name is pretty normal and Big Stone,
Oh, he doesn't have her. And Darren is a first name.
Here, I think I have it. I think.
Huh.
Commonwealth of this is in 2013. But yeah, I mean he has a pretty normal name, so it's tough. But there you go.
Wow, this did go a little sad. I don't know. Can anyone explain this to me? Maybe someone understands it. A popular issue on the Democratic side of the presidential debates is getting rid of cash for bail. Am I on target with that?
Yeah.
Are you?
I have no idea.
I'm
don't
probably
know.
getting
You're talking about
No.
bail bonds?
Seems like
I
Queb
think
knows
so,
something.
but they have a term for it. That's not
I know.
just bail
I'm not
bonds.
even American. I know.
What is
I
it?
think cash for bail is. I'm pretty sure one of the services, like one of the websites or one of the stores or whatever. You could probably Google it and find out. But pretty much how it works is, in America, often when you commit a crime, it could be a minor crime, like a small one or whatever.
It's bail bonds.
Yeah, so you need to pay bail to go out, and else you're gonna stick in jail, right?
Right.
Now, what sucks here is if you commit a really minor thing, you might still be in jail for a very long time. Then you lose your job, you lose this, you lose that. So even if you don't get convicted, your life is ruined anyways, right? So what these people do, they go to these lenders. And they say, hey, you can borrow the money for bail. However, they do it at an insanely high interest rate, which pretty much always screws these people over. So no matter what, like sure, you might
It's
you might be able
predatory
to walk
loan
free.
sharks.
I don't think it's
You
interest
nailed
rate.
it.
It's just 10%, I think, right?
No.
So if you have
But that's predatory.
Okay.
I think they're trying to make it go. I think it's trying to be like 5% or some shit like that, because when it's misproportionately the service misproportionately. I don't want to say target, but it's like used by people who are going to, maybe they're not as well educated and everything, or they're not affluent, because you're literally going to the service for like 10 grand.
So
right?
let me take a step back and explain to the audience what I do know. You get caught for something, you want to get out on bail, you pay 10%. So when you hear about these like $10,000 bails, they actually give $1,000 to the bail bondsman. The bail bondsman gives all 10 grand to the court.
Yeah.
And if you show up for your court date, the bail bondsman gets all 10 grand back. That's how that typically works.
And then you lose 10%.
If you're, if you're Queb over there, then maybe you just come up with your own 10 grand, show up and get your own 10 grand back, right? That would be a better financial decision than to give away $1,000. Now, what I don't understand is the solution, right? Like, what do they want to replace that with? Yeah, like I get how for some guys coming up with that $1,000 is like incredible, like a huge hardship that they'll never like get out of that hole, and it's this big problem. And they might spend time in jail, like Tucker mentioned, that ruins the rest of their life. But what is their system for ensuring that people show up for their court date?
I think it's a flight risk stuff. I haven't gone through and watched the debates yet because there's 400 people. Like, it's like sitting in a cafeteria trying to hear people talk. So I'll wait a little longer.
Most of it's boring. Just watch the funny shit on Twitter.
Yeah. So I'm not sure what their general plan is, but like I'm assuming when you look at white collar crime, a lot of the time you're like, are you a flight risk? Are you a risk at leaving the country? Like, if you're struggling to come up with like $10,000, chances are you're probably not going to be able to, flee the country, leave the country too far. Yeah. So
and that's also a risk they're taking, right? So that's I assume why it's also 10%, because they know, on average, this many people run away. They just put in the numbers and then they figure that out.
Yeah, well, I don't know what their solution is. I just know they don't like the problem. Oh, maybe muted it on purpose.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I was typing real quick. So. Okay.
I didn't want to be like profiles are just so fucking funny. Like, I love it, but do you remember, Woody? We lost a sponsor because we played Chiz made us a game because the listeners are always like, play a game, do a trivia, play something. And Chiz was like, I know. I'll get pictures of sexual predators, and you guys can read summaries of them, and you have to bet on what they actually did. And so we went through and I think we put an ad right in the middle of it. And so some fucking whatever company were like, I bet this guy raped a 7-year-old. And then Chiz would send the answer and be like, ooh, actually.
But it was funny. Sometimes we get it right. We'd be like, I think he's
that's what's exciting.
There's one, I think we called him a kitty diddler. And then
that's our...
In the description, it was like, diddled a child. And we're like, yes. Who would have guessed that?
No. Dude, the diddler is the way to go.
Diddler in the first degree.
My other favorite profile, if you want to read through this one, this one is great. And do not look at his servicing, or don't look at his what he's in for until you're done.
Should we guess?
Can I read it?
Okay.
Yeah, all right, I'm going to read it out loud, and then we're all going to guess, okay?
Guess. Yeah.
Wrongfully convicted man. This is a 46-year-old male in Washington.
I can't tell what race he is.
Have you ever shared your soul with a stranger only to realize he was a long-lost friend? Have you ever have you ever talked to a man like you would talk to a woman and share what you can't with other men? Can you picture your heart being given to a man stuck in a living hell? Can you promise yourself to hold off judging him until the day you really know him well? Think about that for a minute, in quotes. I'm a man with style, confidence, wisdom, and ambition who doesn't use drugs or smoke, is goal-oriented, and has a huge heart. Of importance to me is my family and friends. Human experiences or getting to know new people is something that I enjoy. I am a man who values friendship and genuinely cares about those that I call friends. For all the right reasons, I want to be a true friend, as I'd like to receive one. I believe friendship has the power to set us free from whatever in life that confines us. I write letters you would feel, no matter the distance between us. I'm dedicated and loyal. I appreciate most things in life that money can't buy. Anybody can be rich. Not anybody can be happy. I'm looking for new friends across the globe. We all have a story to tell. If you would like to hear mine, I'd like to know yours. All I ask for is honesty and a chance to know the real you.
All right,
now say yes. Okay. Sorry,
this guy's giving us steel in his profile pic.
This just shows, yes, these guys are in prison. Yes, most of them have probably committed horrible crimes. But at the end of the day, we're all human. Okay,
right.
Sorry.
So he gets out in 2020. He gets out in 2022. So he only has 3 years. We don't know when he was put in. All right, so everybody guess. Now, this could be everything from manslaughter, first, second, third degree murder. Some states vary, you could have armed robbery, GTA, larceny, tax evasion. There's a lot. Drug abuse, intent to sell, intent to manufacture.
He leans so 46. Hard on the don't judge me thing. I think he's a pedo.
I'm going to say that he sexually abused a family member. Is my guess.
I don't know if that gets that's all right. What about you, Quebble?
I would go with maybe like the way he's talking and stuff.
Hmm.
You know, he wrote like a little poem, and like maybe that comes over a little bit creepy. I'm gonna side with Woody here.
Yeah. So he did in fact sexually assault a minor.
Woo!
So not only did you get it, he diddled a kid, and he's wrongfully convicted. By the way.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not sure. That's
that
what he
kid
did
came onto
say.
him.
Hey, but maybe he is, guys. We don't judge on that, okay? We just
But
Yeah,
you
don't
know,
come
Yes.
here.
it's
Innocent
wild.
until definitely proven guilty.
innocent
After
until it happens twice, and until he's been convicted twice for the same thing, guys.
It's like,
Don't
Thomas,
judge
we
him.
walked in on you doing it.
He's like,
No.
he seems like one of those people. And the worst part is if you scroll down the bottom, he has 2 photos. Like the second photo, he just looks, like looking at him, I'm like, you look like somebody who would probably be teaching like history class. You know what I mean? Like he looks like a normal dude.
Dude, I've looked at both of his pictures for a while now. I legit can't tell if this is a white guy or a black guy.
It says
It says
under ethnicity. It says other.
it does. Say
That's a good bit. I'm gonna start putting other for everything. Ethnicity. It's not like if shit matters.
I mean, truly, right? It's just for whatever their
Yeah, their little stats.
Mess up their
Yeah.
stats, Taylor.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
I've got my
we need-
internal sketch.
Guys, we need to see his nipples if we want to know.
Is that
His
a
nipples-
weather
is that a
bit?
thing?
That's
Is
the
that
way.
the
That's how you find out.
race weather vane?
How does nobody know this?
You know what? Now
It-
that I'm thinking about it in my head, I think you're right.
100% accurate, but there is a difference in nipple color. Or
Nipple
in
color
dick
analysis.
color.
A YouTuber
Yes.
is calling it the new phrenology.
now I'm not. I'm
I
not
think
saying
Clem's there. Now there's no way he's a white guy.
It's a spectrum, you know. Okay, so this some people they say, if you're black, you have purple nipples as a guy, and I'm like, yeah, not
Who says
really, I
that?
guess.
Some people. He doesn't have to tell
Hey,
you.
Smart people.
hey,
lots of good
I
people
ain't
are saying
snitching
this.
on
Black
no
guys
one,
have purple
okay?
nipples. That's my good friend Quebblecop. Yeah.
But get a picture. Just Google well, it's probably in your history anyways. Just a topless white man, topless black man, and compare the two. Look at the nipples. You'll see there's a difference.
I mean, I'll just pop over to malenipples.biz. I've got it saved. Yeah, that's another good idea. Determining race by nipple analysis.
I mean, it's a spectrum, right? It's
Yeah,
wherever
it's
you
a
draw the
spectrum.
line. Yeah, nipples have a spectrum.
That's actually a little known fact. That's what happened in Nazi Germany. They
No,
go
they
door to
just
door,
said all the
and they'd
Jews
go,
have to take their shirt off.
"Everyone, take your shirts off."
Let's see
Oh.
those nipples.
Yeah, those sideburns are looking a little long, Hans.
Curly.
You know.
They're looking a little curly.
Yeah.
Hans,
That's
your
the way
nipples
that
are
all
a little
started.
bit purple.
Yeah.
You ought to go with me, Hans.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And
Let's
Hans
go
is
for a
just
little walk. Hey, I
Okay.
can make World War II jokes. Amsterdam was occupied. My grandparents pushed through the World War II. Nazi Germany occupied the Netherlands, and Canada saved us, guys. Thanks, Canada.
Thanks, Canada.
Canada saved you.
Yeah.
Well, it was an effort from the Allies, but Canada came over to the Netherlands and was
Canada
like,
was like, that place
"What's
looks
up?
cold.
What's up, guys?"
Let's go there. Fuck Italy. We're not trained for that shit.
Yeah, we're no way we're going to Africa.
Yeah, North
Boys, I'm
Africa,
fucking burning
what?
up over here.
You got any darts out here?
Yeah, Canada needs a little more. I like to imagine like the first time Canada got in conflict with like the Italians or the Germans or something. They're like, "Hey boys, we don't want to do this. We can lay them down and just play a game or something." All right, boys, looks like we're fucking fighting.
It'd be the British.
They rushed the
wouldn't it?
front lines with hockey sticks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
gloves
their
off.
Their first fight was with the Brits.